part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
This is Jason J. Lewis, the voice of Superman on Justice League Action. This is Mark Wade, writer of Superman Worldwide, and you're listening to the Krypton Report.
It is time to talk about a legend. It is time to talk about comics legend. That's right, Jeph Loeb, the amazing writer who has written some awesome Superman things, some amazing influential Batman things, and probably more than what you realize. So we're going to talk about Jeph Loeb. Now, Jeff, which I think is cool, like his name is Jeph Loeb, is an American film and television writer, producer, and comic book writer. Loeb was a producer-writer on the TV series Smallville and Lost. He wrote films which are amazing. You ready for this? He wrote Teen Wolf. That's right. The original film starring the one and only Michael J. Fox. And he wrote Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. He was executive producer on the NBC TV show Heroes from its premiere in 2006 to November of 2008. In 2010, Loeb became executive vice president of Marvel Television. Oh, he's a 4-time Eisner Award winner and 5-time Wizard Fan Award winner. His works include bestsellers Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Hulk, Captain America, Cable, Iron Man, Daredevil, Supergirl, The Avengers, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which he has also been known for partnering with Tim Sales. Now, let's name a couple of his most notable works. Batman, Hush. Batman, The Long Halloween. Daredevil, Yellow. Hulk, Gray. Spider-Man, Blue, which I personally love. Superman, Batman, which he brought back Supergirl and more of the modern telling that we all know and love. Superman for All Seasons. In his early life, Jeph was raised in a Jewish family in Stamford, Connecticut. He began collecting comic books during the summer of 1970. His stepfather was a vice president at Brandeis University, where Jeph met one of his mentors and greatest influence in comic book writing, the writer Elliot S. Maggin. That's awesome. Jeph attended Columbia University. He graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts and a Master's degree in film. His instructors included Paul Schrader. Loeb debuted in filmmaking was his collaboration with Matthew Weisman in authoring the script of Teen Wolf. The film was released on August 23rd of 1985, notably starring Mr. Michael J. Fox. Then the team then collaborated on Commando, which was released October 4th of 1985 and starred Arnold Schwarzenegger. His next screen credit was the film Burglar, released March 20th of 1987. The plot was based on the novels of Lawrence Block about a fictional burglar, Bernie Rodenbar. His collaborators were Weisman and Hugh Wilson. The film was typical for the time, featuring a female comic role that starred Whoopi Goldberg. His second film that year was Teen Wolf 2, a sequel to Teen Wolf, which was co-written by Weisman and Tim Kring. The film was released in November of 1987. Let's see. Loeb would re-team with Kring almost 2 decades later for the TV series Heroes. I knew that name sounded familiar. 4 years later, Loeb was working on a script for The Flash as a feature with Warner Brothers. While the script deal fell through, Loeb met then-publisher Jeanette Kahn, who asked Loeb to write a comic book for DC Comics. In 2002, Loeb wrote the script for an episode of Smallville entitled Red, which introduced Red Kryptonite. He became a supervising producer and has written many episodes since then. He signed a 3-year contract, and although producer Miles Millar and Alfred Goff offered to keep him on further seasons, Loeb left to care for his son who had cancer, which is extremely Extremely sad. Loeb later became a writer-producer for the ABC TV series Lost during the show's second season. Leaving Lost, Loeb went to become co-executive producer and writer on the NBC drama Heroes with Tim Kring. The series was nominated for Emmy Awards. You got Writers Guild of America recognition. But we want to know more about other things. On June 28, 2010, Marvel Entertainment, as part of its expansion in television, appointed Jeph Loeb to the position of Executive Vice President, Head of Television of the newly created Marvel Television, in which Loeb would work with publisher Dan Buckley to create both live-action and animated shows based on Marvel's catalog of characters. In 2019, Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige was promoted to Chief Creative Officer of Marvel Entertainment, which included Marvel Television, promoting Loeb to leave the company after nearly a decade. Loeb had been planning his departure, however, before Feige's promotion. Loeb is known for his extensive use of narration boxes as monologues to reveal inner thoughts of characters. Through the characters' interactions he writes are sparse in terms of dialogue. Jeph Loeb's first comic was Challengers of the Unknown, Volume 2, numbers 1 through 8, March of 91, which was his first of many collaborations with Tim Sale. Their later collaborations being, of course, Catwoman When in Rome, Superman for All Season, Batman The Long Halloween, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, Dark Victory. At Marvel Comics, Loeb worked on Age of Apocalypse crossover in 95, Spider-Man Blue, which is probably my favorite Spider-Man story, like in a vacuum, because I think it's a great story of showing the subtle friendship that you could do in a film between Mary Jane and Gwen. And I think that's something that we really could use in a film. But I digress. After signing an executive contract with Marvel in September of 2005, Loeb launched Hulk with artist Ed McGuinness, in which he introduced the Red Hulk. But before leaving DC, I meant to mention he did the Superman Batman, which reintroduced the ongoing Supergirl series, and later we had the animated films of Superman, Batman Apocalypse, and Public Enemies that were both based off his work. His personal life. Loeb's son, Sam, died on June 17th, 2005 at the age of 17 after 3 years with bone cancer. In 2006, Sam had a story published in Superman Batman 26, which was nearly completed before his death. His father finished the work with the help of 25 others. It's heartbreaking, and I can't do it because ever since becoming a father, all I do is cry at sad stories like this. All of who were friends of Sam's, including Jeff Johns, John Cassidy, Ed McGuinness, Rob Liefeld, and Joss Whedon. The issue also featured a tale titled Sam's Story. Sad. The story is a boy named Sam who serves as inspiration for Clark Kent to be Superman. During Loeb's tenure at Marvel Television, the Netflix shows Daredevil, of course, Iron Fist, we don't blame you for that one, The Defenders, we don't blame you for that one, were criticized for promoting negative stereotypes of East Asian and East Asian cultures following the controversy surrounding the first Iron Fist casting. Loeb defended the casting of a white actor, Finn Jones, emphasizing that Danny Rand's status as an outsider was a vital theme to the show. While promoting the second season of Iron Fist at San Diego Comic-Con 2008, Loeb appeared on stage wearing a karate gi and headband as part of the comic bit with actress Jessica Henwick, who forced him to remove the costume. The stunt was heavily criticized as culturally insensitive. I mean, hey, Yeah. But some things you just walk into, and some things you it happens. I don't know. He has been an Eisner Award winner for his writing and is one of the best comic book writers I think that's out there. Recently, the Batman Book Club did a poll of the best Batman writers, and Loeb was battling it out. I think the winner worked. So if you're not sure who the winner is, go check it out. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see if there's any trivia here. Anything fun? And what's ironic, okay, is his graphic novel Superman for All Season is cited as a major inspiration for Smallville, which of course he was a writer on. So that's Jeph Loeb. Check out his works. You won't be disappointed. Hey, we're going to press pause and hear a few words from our other podcasts on Press Play Podcast Network.
Hello, Brooks here with the Books with Brooks monthly book club podcast. Here's how Books with Brooks works. We read one book a month and then we talk about it. Classics like Stephen King's The Shining, debut novels like We Are the Brennans by Tracy Lang, and tons of other compelling, life-changing stories, one book and 1 month at a time. So come read along with us and then listen in.
This is Dan Jurgens, and if you want to have a good time, keep listening to the Krypton Report.
Remember to check out Krypton Report on all social media platforms. Go to linktree.com/Krypton Report. You find all of our information right there. If you want to help Krypton from exploding, join our $1 a month Patreon. That's right, for $1 a month, you can be a Patreon member and get exclusive extra bonus content of commentaries from our different DC movies, as well as conversations on anything that we feel like. Could be current events, could be current movies, usually it's current movies, or just a good old-fashioned chat. Check it out, patreon.com/Krypton Report.
Look up in the sky.
We just want to say, if you've enjoyed this podcast, please check out other podcasts on the Press Play Podcast Network. But also, if you love Superman and DC Comics, please listen to the following: The Last Sons of Krypton, Superman the Animated Podcast, Holy Batcast, The Geek of Steel, Digging for Kryptonite, The Aspiring Kryptonian, The All-Star Superfan Podcast, and Superboy the Legacy Podcast. Enjoy.